This is one writer's nature. I'm going to get closer to you. My name is Nichols, and I'm a writer, and I'm out in nature. What you could call nature. It's really more like trails amongst the woods here in Columbus, Ohio. But I had an idea to make a new show, and it's just going to be open heart. It's going to be talking about, life in writing, creating. There aren't going to be any jump cuts here. There aren't going to be any just razzle dazzle bullshit. There's no beautiful white background. There's no beautiful human being. No makeup, no anything. To be quite honest with you, with all of you, if anybody's even watching this, self-deprecation, that's like inherent, that's inside the writer's DNA. But to be honest with you, I've grown quite tired of writer videos. I've grown quite tired of the typical fakery, the typical I don't even know what it is. It's just, it seems like the writing community is it's too clean, it's too sterile. And what my goal is here with this series, which I'll do once a month, I'm going to talk about real things, and I'm going to talk about real frustrations and things that I know a lot of you out there probably could relate to, being a writer, being a novelist, or a creator in general. And I wanted something a little grimier, a little dirtier, a little more real. Well, actually a lot more real, because when you go on Twitter, when you go on just anywhere online, it's just a bunch of just hashtags out the ass, just, oh, congratulations, you made it, no, so happy, retweet, blah blah blah. And I started a writing company with my girlfriend Tamara, and it's called Immerser, and we're already doing things differently. We have a short story contest once a month that you submit. There's no entry fee, and if you win, you're posted on there and you get a $25 gift card. There are no catches, no anything. So yeah, and this is hurting me. So anyway, so yeah, we had that, and then I do Blues Soothers, which is a music thing. It's once every other month, and it has almost 200 views, so it's criminally underrated. Don't you love how things that are like don't you love how things like music videos or just whatever on YouTube, and they have like 150,000 views, and people are like, this is underrated AF, and it's like, no it isn't. Like, people are watching it. Like, people don't watch me, people don't listen to me. That's underrated AF. Or maybe it's not. Maybe I'm an asshole. I don't know. As a writer, do you ever feel like an asshole? Are you on Twitter and just you're envious of people who have made it, who will make it, who are about to make it, and you're sitting there with your manuscript and your novel, and you're like, I've gotten everything right, at least in my mind, and you've had agents say that you're going to make it, but it's not for them, and they're personalized replies. Those are the best, when you get personalized replies, and then nothing comes of it. They just you kind of scoot it off. You work really hard on it. You see people get 6 figures. You see them get things, and you want to get things, but you're not getting anything, and you become envious. You're deep with envy. But in my experience, I can tell you that envy murders creativity. It's a bad thing. It always murders creativity to be envious, to have that envy in your body, your body, mind, spirit, what have you, whatever. But so you need to move past all that. You need to get away, basically stop using Twitter. Stop being on there. Write more. Do therapeutic things. Do therapeutic things like this. Be out here. Copy me. Do what I'm doing. Everybody can do whatever they want. This feels really good to be on a little mini tripod and talk to people about writing, because let's be honest, writing's invigorating, but it's also really annoying. And it's also heartbreaking when you don't get what your mind, you think that you deserve or you're owed. If you feel like you can work a sentence better than somebody, maybe you're delusional, who knows? But if you don't get a deal, you feel like it's pointless sometimes. And like me, for example, I've had 3 books published, self-published, shackles. I joke around about it, and the first one was No Net, second one was Cat Incarcerated, and the third one was almost like my baby. It was the one that I thought was going to make it. The Last Offender, and I got really damn close. I was in talks with a lot of agents and publishing houses, and I was getting kickback. I was getting good things. I was getting good productivity and encouragement. But they wanted to, not to sound like a rapper or anything, but they wanted to censor my shit, and I don't like to censor my shit. They wanted me to turn it more into YA, focus more on the teenage girls instead of the prisoner. But yeah, The Last Offender, it's a wild story, and if you ever want to critique me or read it or be offended, be deeply offended, because it will bother you. Read that. But to talk about disappointment, I know I'm rambling, but maybe this is why these will be good, because there are no jump cuts, like I said, and no, happy, sugary music over top this, over the top. I'm just keeping it real here, and my girlfriend always says, don't point at it, and I'm not going to point at it anymore, so let's move on. I think actually the whole world needs to stop pointing at things like, do this, do that, oh, I did this, here's my meal, here's, it's so silly. This world sucks right now, but it's also great because I can do this and get 50 views and feel awesome. Fuck. But where was I? Oh, so I did Grievance Gate. That's my 4th one. It's about to be released on my label on Mercer, and it's a lot different than The Last Offender. It's the one that I told some friends that it's my I Can Die novel. I Can Die Now novel. And what that means is that if I died and it's done and it's released, people are like, wow, we saw into his soul, we saw into him. And they may not like it, or they may like it, who knows. But that's my thing, Grievance Gate, and it's coming out in May. And but the thing about agents and publishing houses is The Last Offender was the wildest thing that I ever did, and it almost got me signed, and I almost had, oh, can you hear that overhead? I won't fix that in post. Let's keep it real. Don't point at it. So I got pretty far with that book, The Last Offender. But Grievance Gate, which I thought was all around a better novel in terms of just, I don't know, payoffs, just structure. I would say Grievance Gate is my best work as of now. Well, maybe Bear and Bree, but that's the 5th one that's coming out later. But I would say that Grievance Gate has solidified me. And what's funny is that I didn't even get one rejection. I sent that out. I had a great synopsis, a great query letter. At least I thought, because I didn't write it all myself. And I got nothing back. I didn't even get a robotic, standardized reply. I didn't get anything. No personalized, nothing. I got nothing. So when people online tell you, oh, it's okay, use that rejection to be, fueled to go on to tackle the world. And but what do you do when you don't have anything? What do you do when you worked for 2.5 years on a novel and you really went over it with fine-tooth comb and you criticized yourself and you thought about it and you don't even get anything back? It kind of takes you down a few notches. You don't understand it. I don't know. I feel like you're my psychiatrist. This iPhone XR is my psychiatrist right now. But it hurts you. And to be a writer in this world now, it's not like the old days with Ray Bradbury and early Stephen King where, you sent it out in mailer or you did whatever, and there weren't a lot of writers. I mean, there were a lot of writers, I guess, but not now. I mean, it's so inundated. It's just drowning, like, just so many people are like, I'm writing, and it's honestly the worst, because you feel like you had to do so much to stand out, but even when you stand out, it doesn't matter, because it could be political, it could be sexual. The thing about writing now is, and I don't care what anybody says about this, it's not really about imagination anymore. It's about, more than ever before, it's about fitting in and being indoctrinated into what is fresh now. Like if people identified as aliens 5-10 years from now, like I'm literally a space alien, there would be agents out there saying, well, I want voices that identify as aliens because humans suck. And I feel like being a straight white male of an author, as one of my friends said, I feel like I'm now a minority in 2020. And it's almost in a way that I hope that nobody does watch my stuff ever, or read my stuff, who cares? Because I don't want people to like attack me. But whatever. As Eric Bischoff once said, controversy creates cash, but I'm being honest. And I think being a white male, a bearded, typical mutt of a white male, it's not good to be in this world, in the writer world. Honestly, I wish I were a minority. I wish I were a black woman, a beautiful black woman. I wish I were a gay male. I think the world would be better for me. But unfortunately, I'm a miserable 37-year-old, disheveled, bearded white male. But I mean well, and I hope you do too. And I just want you to know, going back to it, don't be envious of others, even in this world, in this writing world. Do what you want to do. Please stand out. Do what you want. Don't listen to people. Don't listen to demographics. Don't listen to... Just, if you feel it in your heart, do that shit. do that shit. Because you know what's right for you. No, someone else, especially like a strange agent, someone you don't know at all, they don't know what's best for you. They don't know your life experience. They don't know anything about you, really. I mean, you could tell them, but it doesn't matter. So please don't be envious. Don't feel envy. If you're not successful, try to become successful. I know that's easier said than done. Believe me, I know. But you just got to keep grinding. You got to keep reminding yourself that writing stories is a powerful tool, and it's going to take you somewhere if you allow it to. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep going. I don't care if I get 1 or 2 reviews or 100 views or 200 views. I'll keep doing it. Sure, I'll beat the crap out of myself mentally and hopefully never physically. But yeah. I don't know. I wish I weren't white. It sucks being white. I feel like just such a mutt, like I said earlier. And a little gut. I'm a mutt with a gut. And now I'm trying to be a butt. Fuck. What? Anyway, I'm stupid. So yeah. So anyway. This is more just like a sloppy pilot episode. So I don't really know what to say. Don't have mental breakdowns. Don't be angry. Don't, it looks like I have a penis here. Look at that. Ugh. Anyway, don't be angry. Just create and be happy. And, don't be envious. I said it earlier. This is so true. Envy murders creativity. So squash that. Squash all that crap. And I guess I'll see you on another episode of One Writer's Nature. I feel like this kind of sucked, but that's okay, because there's no guidelines. There are no guidelines here, and I'll do what I want. So I hope you enjoyed it, but if you didn't,